This is a free audiobook animation for Save the Arctic by Bethany Stahl. Get your copy on Amazon.com, link in the description. We hope you enjoy reading along with this story. In the vast open Arctic, near a peaceful little village, lived Nanu, a hungry polar bear. A rumble started in his tummy, and he knew that it was time to go hunting. Nanu loves to eat seals. With a deep breath, Nanu jumped into the water. There were no seals, and he only saw one fish. Every year, the earth got warmer. The more ice that melted, the harder it was for Nanu to find food. There weren't enough seals to keep him fed, so Nanu had to learn how to fish instead. Fish didn't fill his belly as fast, and they are hard to catch. On an ice float alone in the sea, Nanu was sad there was nothing to eat. He thought of all the other bears, whales, and seals. If he were hungry, then they would be too. Tired from hunting, Nanu fell fast asleep. Nanu dreamt that there were lots of fish to eat and realized everything was connected. Without ice, there weren't as many algae that could grow underneath. No algae meant no fish food. Without fish, the seals had nothing to eat. That meant Nanu had no food to eat too. But there was another problem. Since the ice was melting, ships could now come drill for oil. That's what people use to power things like cars and heating their homes. When the boats and drills came, the animals wanted to leave. It was dirty, noisy, and sat on top of their homes. They would have to find somewhere else to go. Nap time was over, and it was time to try something new. Nanu bit down on a squishy green plant and began to chew.
Yuck! The reindeer love these squishy plants, but they aren't my favorite,
said Nanu. Nanu saw a pod of whales jump and dive.
They must be finding fish,
he thought.
Maybe there is food for me.
Nanu smiled as he went down the hill. Nanu jumped into the water to meet the whale.
I'm Nanu,
he said as he held his breath.
Hi, my name is Toklo.
The whale sang.
Have you found any fish?
Nanu asked.
No, but I have a friend who might be able to help.
Toklo smiled.
What are you doing?
Nanu asked.
I like head scratches.
Toklo giggled.
This is my good friend Ahnah. She lives in the village here.
Nanu's belly rumbled, and the little girl knew he must be hungry. The ice melting was affecting her too. It was time to find a solution. Grandma, the bears are hungry, and the whales are too. There isn't enough food. What can we do? Ahnah asked.
I've got an idea on how we can help,
said Grandma.
We can use less oil and save energy by carpooling and heating our homes less, so we are using less fuel.
Good idea, Ahnah said, but we rely on energy. What if we could get the oil ships to leave forever? We could use wind, solar, biomass, and water energy instead of oil. They are renewable, which means it will never run out. The Earth won't warm up as fast, and maybe it can help the Arctic stay cooler and give us all more time to adapt. Many years had passed, and people changed. They were conserving energy every day. Renewable energy was the way to go. The people were happier, and the Earth began to heal. Toklo, Nanu, and all the other Arctic animals had plenty to eat at every meal.
Yay!
The end. Nanu and Toklo, the two best friends that anyone could ever ask for.